Welcome back to the channel. So this is going to be an interesting topic because I'm seeing, as we know, for the most part, the dating scene isn't what it used to be, right? And a lot of men aren't wanting commitment anymore. A lot of men are giving up or finding love. And I'm not saying it's not possible to still find love. I'm not saying that it's impossible to still, find a good woman and, you guys, you know, getting married, having kids, and, you guys live happy ever after. I'm not saying that it's not possible, but, you know, it's not easy nowadays. I wouldn't say, it's not easy to find those type of women. And again, it may be, men aren't looking in the right places, or, it could be that, we're trying to find women on social media that isn't, isn't, the women, that woman isn't into that man, or that woman isn't looking for nothing serious, or she's just not into that man, whatever the case. But a lot of men are giving up on love, man, because they're tired of the mind games that these women play. Because it feels like, for most women, that when you try to date them or trying to get to know them, it's like a test. It feels like it's like a test with them, like trying to, get with a woman is like a test. It's like, man, if you miss, it's like a test. Like, if you don't pass the test, she's not gonna mess with you. You know what I'm saying? Because most of these women out here are hypergamous as well. Like, if you're not the man that isn't meeting her hypergamous needs, she's not gonna deal with you. She doesn't want nothing serious with you. She's not gonna have nothing. She doesn't want nothing to deal with you, right? And that's what happened in my situationship. It's like, she wanted a man that has things going on for himself now, like, you know what I'm saying? And this woman is only 26 years old, but I'm probably the only younger man she's ever dealt with, because she's used to an older man. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these women out here want the man that already has stuff going on. And I'm only 22, right? And it's like, damn, like, I can understand that, because she's already been married and all that stuff, and she wants somebody that has those things now. And I wish her nothing but the best. I don't wish no harm or nothing on her, but it's like, damn, like, it's like a test dealing with these women. And what happened in my situationship that happened last year, that's what made me like, okay, I looked at life totally different. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot, being in that situationship with her. I learned a lot. And it made me look at things differently. I'm like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? It just made me look at women differently. It made me look at life differently. Even though there's still good women out here, but I'm just saying, for most of these women, how these women think, man, you know what I'm saying? And now I understand about female nature. Because again, when I was in school, man, I didn't know nothing about female nature. You know what I'm saying? They didn't teach us nothing about how females operate, what goes through their minds, and how they with you today, but the next day their mind just switch. It's just, that's why I'm saying, that's why I'm staying single for the most part. You know what I'm saying? At least in my 20s. At least in my 20s, I plan on just staying single, just focusing on me until I find that right woman, until the right woman ends up coming along, right? But I don't blame men for wanting to stay single for the rest of their life, because they don't want to go through, because, you know what I'm saying, they don't want to go through the things that they went through with women. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like a test. Again, like I said earlier, it's like a test dealing with these women, right? It's like a test, man. So, and a lot of men are just giving up on love, man. So, and I'm mean, you can't really blame them because of how, you know, most of these women are. You can't blame them, right? So it's best just to focus on ourselves. If it's best just for men out nowadays, just focus on themselves, and you know, just have options, man. It's best just to have options. Have options with women, right? Until you know for sure she's the right one, right? Because it's still possible to have a wife and, you know, to have kids and live happily ever after. It's still possible. There's still good women out here, but it may, and here's the thing, it may not be women that you're attracted to. It may not be women that you're attracted to, right? But if you can't get the woman that you really want, you may have to go with the woman that you're not really attracted to, because that woman that you really want, she may not want you, bro. So you have to go with the woman that is a 5 or a 6. So just go with that 5 or 6. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, because we want, because in the Bible it says men aren't supposed to be alone. We're not supposed to be alone forever, right? You know, it's a season in our lives that we need to be alone to focus on ourselves. But at some point, it's like, man, I want a wife. I want a wife. I want kids, man. I want to be able to have a son that, you know, I can leave something behind for him, and then my grandson. You know what I'm saying? I want to leave I want to leave something for my son to live off of, or my grandkids to live off of. Right? You know, and that's what it's supposed to be like. But, you know, women nowadays, most of these women nowadays, you know, are going against that. And that's why men are just, you know, F it, I'm staying single. I'm just staying single. I'm just gonna have options, have fun with women, and just keep it moving. Just stay single, man. Enjoy my life alone for the most part. So I just hope things get better. You know, I pray that things get better, but if not, then, you know, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. But that's all I got for this video, man. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.